Hello to this training program. I'll be able to teach you a little bit about Ovvi-POS software. Today we're going to talk a little bit about regarding inventory management, how we add new items, how we adjust items, as well as how do we change our current stock of items. Ovvi is a cloud-based software. So what that means is all the data resides on the cloud. You can reach it anywhere, any computer, you can get to it, see what your current pricing is, see your current items, see your current sales. But it is a hybrid. So what happens is the data is still on the servers, but your computer that you have in front of you actually has it on there. So what that means is if you lose internet, well, you can continue to sell, you can continue to function, which is a fantastic feature that they offer. So today, right away, we're going to go into inventory management. And to start us off, we're going to look at how we can add new items in our inventory. So this is going to cover inventory management regarding adding new items in Ovvi back office. If you notice, if you log in, you'll see on the side here, you've got masters, store and station setup. Where all this information is going to be under masters. Middle one up here, item PLU. This includes your entire database of all the items that you currently sell in Ovvi on your POS. The top one here is an example one that we just created. Bottle ibuprofen, current cost, current sale price. Let's look at the actual information that is needed in order to add a new item or adjust current pricing and stuff on this item. So if we hit the little pen guy here, we'll see that we have ibuprofen. The top one is the department. The department is also used for the reporting. So whatever department it's tied to is where it's coming through on your sales reports. Obviously, ibuprofen is not batteries, so let's just change that over to miscellaneous. The one thing that's nice about Ovvi is, let's just say you've been selling an item for a number of weeks and then you realize it's in the wrong department. Simply by changing the department, saving it, rerunning your reports will adjust those values to the correct ones, and then your reports will actually be correct. So they actually go backwards in time to change where that value was put in that department. Notice what the item name is, ibuprofen. You can add to that if you want. There's no limit on how much length you can have there. You can add your barcode here, or you can also create auto-generated barcodes. We can do multiple barcodes. So if you have a vendor that's notorious for changing their barcodes, you can simply just add more barcodes in here and keep the same item. Here we have a cost of $1.99 on these ibuprofens. And we're selling them for $3. Now, if we want to see what our margins are, gross margin is right here. I simply can click here and say I want to do 30% on these. It says I need to sell it for $2.58. Well, that's, if I change it to a 3, now we're at a 33% margin. So you can mess around with this. Now, it does it based on setting up your system. We can set up whether or not you want to run certain margins on everything, and it will give you a suggested retail based on this cost as you go forward. Update stock, you can simply hit update stock, change your current stock that you have. We have 24 of these in there, as well as you can add an image that would show up on your POS system. Inventory tax, you determine which tax rate needs to be added to this item. The other thing is regarding items, if we go to general preferences, this toggle right here, this is item PLU. If that is turned on, that's going to allow, as you sell items, them to take it away from your current stock. So if you don't care about how many of these you've sold or it taking it away from your stock, you can simply just toggle that off and be able to not take it away from your current stock. Most times people just leave it on, especially places that are retail that are selling things. Down below here, you do as well have a unit conversion. Unit conversions, for example, in this one, we're selling each. The conversion is 1, but you can do cases as well. So let's say you receive 12 and each case has 12 in it. You can convert it back down to 1 and know how many you get per case. So that's with the unit conversions, which we'll save for another module for training. But that's just kind of a very simple rundown regarding how to add a new item or how to change information on a current item in your database. On this module regarding inventory management, we're going to learn about adjusting stock. Ovvi makes adjusting stock very easy. we know that there's numerous POSs that involve handhelds and things that you have to have and then import and make sure that the database doesn't end up corrupted. Ovvi makes this very simple in their back office. Simply, you could have this software running on a laptop in a shopping cart, walking through your aisles, and not have to have anything special besides a barcode scanner. So we're going to learn how to quickly do this. So on the left side, you'll know under Store and Station Setup. On the bottom here, we have Stock Adjustments. All you need to do is under where it says Search Keyword, is scan the item that you need to adjust. Here we have ibuprofen. Current stock is 24. We can simply say we have 36. As soon as we click off of that, it instantly adjusts it in the system. We also have a bottle of Pendleton liquor here. It says we have 48, and we only have 12. Again, very fast, very quick. You can as well export an Excel sheet and do this in an Excel sheet and then re-import your inventory. And we can hit Show System Stocks. If we don't have anything in our search keywords, you'll see every stock item that we have in our store. You can also, instead of scanning the items, sort by department, sort by vendor, or search by name. In this module, we're going to learn how we receive stock in our store. Simply on the left side, we'll notice it says Store and Station Setup. We'll see a button in here called Stock Received. So every time you receive an invoice from a vendor, items that you have received to add to your shelves, you're going to receive stock. Now you can do this through purchase order, create a purchase order and receive it, but this is the quick way of doing it without doing the purchase orders. So we're simply going to click the blue button, Add New Stock Received. We can sort by vendor. We can put a date that we receive this stock, and we can put a receive number on here as well, as if we want some sort of unique number, maybe the number off the invoice or things like that. You have a reference number and or description you can use as well. Simply, we can just scan the items. And let's just say we received 24 of these. And our new cost is not $1.99, but $2.14. We'll see right across here, we used to have 36 of them. We received 24 of them, so that's going to add to our 36. The cost before we received that item was $1.99. Now we're at $2.14, and we are selling this item for $3. So maybe we need to see that this item needs to go up to $3.25 just based on our margins. And we can change all of that right from receiving items. Let's do another one here. We're going to do this bottle of Pendleton liquor. These usually come in a case of 12. And let's just say our cost now is $19.95. Add. All right, so our new cost is $19.95. We were at $17.95. We received 12 of them. We're selling them for $29. We're going to start selling these for $32.95. The other thing is you don't have to necessarily always search by SKU. You can hit the green Find Item and just type in the item name. So maybe it's Duracell. And you just start typing the first couple letters. Here's the Duracell batteries we received. And again, quantity received, 24. And these are now, let's say, 99 cents. And we'll see, we didn't have a cost in our system before, but now we'll have a new cost of 99 cents. We're selling them at $3.75, and we received 24 of them. We had 14 before. Simply save and exit. And you can print out a stock receipt report if you want. It's going to look like this. And you can attach that to your invoice so that you know that you have adjusted your stock in your store. Or you can send the invoice by email. That completes this module with how to receive stock items. In this training, we're going to talk about vendors and how we can tie certain items in our inventory to certain vendors that we purchase them from. You can have numerous vendors for the same item if you want. For example, here we're going to start off with Masters. and hit vendors. Here we have one vendor. Vendor name is Johnson. We can hit the little pen there to be able to adjust this. Here we have the information regarding this vendor, our terms, all that stuff, if we have a minimum order with them. Here we have 3 items that have been added to this vendor. Let's just say we get other off-sale liquor items from this vendor as well. We can simply say we get Malibu from them. It's going to ask for what the vendor part number is. That'd be the vendor number. It's going to ask for what our current costs are on the case. Let's say it's $160. And we have to get 12 of them in a case. Once we get that information on there, make sure it's checkmarked, update and continue, and you'll see that your Malibu now is added to that vendor. This comes in useful when you're using purchase orders, that if you're going to create a purchase order for certain items and you get a case break, you can have all that information pre-done in here. Now regarding the actual item prices, those are done on the individual item and can be also done when you create your purchase order. Now we're going to learn regarding purchase orders. On the left side, store and station setup, purchase order. If we've added items to certain vendors, that's going to make this the easiest way to be able to do that. You can see open or close purchase orders. We're going to add a new purchase order, and we're going to select our vendor, Johnson. You'll notice the items down below have different colors. If they are green, it means they are above your threshold as far as reordering, and you can set that up individually per item. If they are red, it means you have dropped below your threshold inventory count. If you want to order a case, simply drop this down, hit case, say that you're ordering 1 case of that, and let's say the Bacardi, we're going to order 6. And now notice there's no costs on that because we haven't put that in, so let's just say they're $15 a piece. You'll see that you're totaling up over here. Ship by, you don't need any information there, but if you do, just put something in. Your due date on your invoice you can put in there as well. You can also put a reference number if that helps you out. And any instructions regarding this. As soon as we hit save and continue, we see that this has been created. If we hit back, we'll see here's our line item. We can hit simply receive all, or we can view this PO report. We can as well receive stock, receive items, what items we've selected. We can quantity that we have received when we do receive that order, and if our prices have changed at all, we can make those adjustments right here as well.